Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to Learn Quran in Arabic short video series. PDF and PowerPoint slides are available for download. Links are in the description. Bismillah, we are going to start our 7th chapter, Possessed and Possessor. In Arabic, possessed is known as Mudaf and possessor is known as Mudafun Ilaih. We are going to learn more about this topic as I have mentioned about them in the chapter number 2 and chapter number 4. So let's get started. In English, belonging can be expressed using the word of. For example, the Book of Allah. Here, because of the word of, it expresses possession. The Book of Allah. This fragment is made up of two parts. The first part is the word before of and is called Mudaf, which is possessed. The second part is the word after of and is called Mudafun Ilaih, that is, the owner or the possessor. There are three grammatical conditions that Mudafun wa Mudafun Ilaih must meet. The first grammatical condition is that the Mudaf, which comes before the word of, should not have noon sound at the end of the word. For example, Muslimun will become Muslimu. As we can see in Muslimun, Tanween gives the sound of noon. So we have to drop Tanween and give it single Arab to remove the noon sound. Next word is Muslimani, which is dwell. Here we will drop the noon letter and it will become Muslima. Similarly, Muslimuna, which is plural, will become Muslimu. These were the examples of Rafa status. Let us now see the examples of Nasab status. Musliman will become Muslima in Mudaf condition. Muslimaini will become Muslimai and Muslimina will become Muslimi. Let's see examples of Jar status. Muslimin will become Muslimi. Muslimaini will become Muslimai. Muslimina will become Muslimi. The second grammatical condition of Mudaf wa Mudafun Ilaih is that the Mudaf cannot have an al, and the third condition is that the Mudafun Ilaih will be in jar status. So it would be Muslimin for singular, Muslimaini for dwell, and Muslimina for plural. These are the three grammatical conditions that Mudafun wa Mudafun Ilaih must meet. The first one is that the Mudaf should not have noon sound at the end of the word. The second one is that the Mudaf cannot have an al. And the third one is Mudafun Ilaih must be in the jar status. Let us see some examples of Mudaf wa Mudafun Ilaih. Kitabun, Allah. The first word is always Mudaf, that is Kitabun, and the second word is always Mudafun Ilaih, that is the word Allah. If we want to make Mudaf wa Mudafun Ilaih sentence of these words, we have to follow those three grammatical conditions. First one is to drop the noon sound, so we will write Kitabu instead of Kitabun. And the second condition is that the Mudaf cannot have an al, so Kitabu will not have an al. And the third condition is that the Mudafun Ilaih will be in jar status. So Allahu will be written as Allahi since Kasra is the sign of singular jar status. When these three conditions are fulfilled, the word of is added in the sentence. So the translation will be the Book of Allah. If you would have noticed, we have added a definite article the in the beginning of the translation since Mudafun Ilaih is a proper noun. So whenever we have a Mudafun Ilaih as a proper noun, the Mudaf will also be considered as a proper noun, even if there is no al in the beginning. That's why we have translated here as the Book of Allah instead of a Book of Allah, because the word Allah is proper noun. Mudafun wa Mudafun Ilaih can be translated into two ways. Like in this example, Kitabullahi. It can be either translated as the Book of Allah or Allah's book, as both the translation gives the meaning of the possession. Singular words are frequently used for Mudaf, so we can just remember that in singular, we just need to drop Tanween and give it single Arab to make it Mudaf. Like in this example, Muslimun will become Muslimu, Musliman will become Muslimo, and Muslimin will become Muslimi. Let's see another example. Baitun, Allah. If we want to make Mudaf or Mudafun Ilaih sentence of these words, we will first remove the noon sound. So we will write Baitu instead of Baitun. And secondly, the Mudaf cannot have an al. So Baitu will not have an al. And the third condition is that the Mudafun Ilaih will be in jar status. So Allahu will be written as Allahi. And the translation will be the house of Allah, where Baitu will be proper noun because the word Allah is proper noun. In this example, Qaumun Nuhun. First rule is to remove the noon sound, and the second rule is that the mudaf will not have an al, and the third rule is mudafun ilay will be in jar status. So the translation will be the people of Nu, where Qaumu will be proper noun since Nu is proper noun. For the exercise of this chapter, please check out the PDF in the description below. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilaik. Jazakumullahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.